Hey guys, it's Saru, and it's been a long time since I've actually covered Swords of Legends Online, which I feel is like something that revived my channel. So I really wanted to talk to you guys about it just really briefly. It's not going to be a very long video. I swear this time I'm telling the truth. It's not going to be a very long video, but I really want to talk to you guys about what's going on and what we as players should probably be expecting when it comes to the game. So let's get right into it. So in my last video, I talked briefly about like what is happening with Gameforge, what's happening with the game, because it had been quite a few months already. So it was a little worrying, and I feel like I haven't really talked about it since, but I have made some mentions of it in some of the videos that I've released since. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we get into that, let's talk about our sponsor for this video. Have you ever wanted to traverse the lands of a fantasy world where you could be anything you wanted? This is Dragonair Silent Gods, an upcoming online RPG where players can get the experience of a tabletop RPG and bring it to life for both PC and mobile. In Dragonair, you can expect some incredibly high quality graphics where the world is your oyster. You can explore all by yourself or with friends and enjoy the different environments that exist for your entertainment. Now, if you're a fan of Marvel Snap, then this might be the game for you, since the publisher of that game, Nuverse, will be publishing Dragonair as well. Create your characters and even recruit some legendary in-game NPCs to join your team. And if that doesn't entice you, what about a dice check? Haven't seen that in a while, have you? Well, between that, guild events, world bosses, cooking, fishing, treasure hunting, and even something as simple as a drinking contest, Dragonair Silent Gods has something for absolutely everyone. So, if you're interested in playing this cross-platform RPG, complete the pre-registration to get some cool game rewards and even a legendary hero. So back in December of 2022, I did talk a little bit about what's going on, the history of the game, my history with the game, Gameforge, the developers of the game, and so on and so forth for Swords of Legends Online. I even called the video Rest in Peace, the future of solo. So I know a few people kind of called it like clickbait because they didn't watch the whole video, and I don't blame them because I didn't really expect it to be a 25-minute video. I was as surprised as they were, but the TLDR of the whole video was, at least when it comes to the publisher and the game, like it's pretty much dead. So since the release of that video, I have spoken very briefly with Gameforge, and I did actually share this video, and the community managers over there actually shared the video around in the office, you know, to kind of get some feedback and stuff like that. Now, I felt like as a partner for Gameforge or a Forge Master, I thought maybe this might be for good. Maybe it is just the holidays and whatever. But as of today, they have not said a single thing to me. They have not said a single thing to the community. And it's now officially over 5 months since we've heard absolutely anything about the game. So the game had a massive update planned. So we had 3.0, which was like this big like overhaul of the game, which honestly it was. It was a huge overhaul of the game that included a lot of the 4.2 systems and the brand new 5.0 systems that just came out in China. So it combined a lot of those systems, and for some weird reason, we just didn't receive anything. We were kind of synchronized when it came to the releases of Malaysia as well as the international version, which is what they call it. So basically it's like if you're a foreign exchange student and you decide to come over here to the United States or whatever, right, you can access Steam and then play it like that. So all those versions, so the North American version, the European version, the Malaysian version, and the international version were all synchronized. So every time there was an update, it would literally come out on the same day or the same week, because sometimes, you know, there's like a 12-hour difference or so. The patch notes were the same, the data was exactly the same. The only difference was the publishers. So with the data packs, even the languages of English, Russian, Chinese, and so on and so forth were all literally in every single one of these packs because they were all kind of synchronized. So it was fair to expect that this massive update, which was going to include the Archer class, which is something that a lot of players really wanted to do, and it's not even just for the class, it's because of the brand new open world zone, nothing happened. It did come out in Malaysia, it did come out in the international version, so there's the brief history for you. So on October 5th, I want to say that was the very last time we ever got an update for Swords of Legends Online. Some people did say that the Halloween update in October 28th or 30th, I believe. I had read in some online websites that they were saying, oh, there's finally an update. That was not an update. That was literally just a fix that the publisher can do on their end, which they did the year before anyways. But that aside, for 5 months, there has not been any information on what's coming to the game. There has been absolutely no new cosmetics whatsoever. They've been recycling the cosmetics. They've been doing endless sales as well as deals. So if you buy like a certain amount of coins, you get even more coins for the cash shop currency. Pretty much every single person that worked at Gameforge has practically abandoned the official Discord. Not necessarily like as a member that has left the server, but pretty much with their presence. They have completely disappeared. They haven't talked to a single person. And just as much as the rest of the players that are kind of like waiting, which a lot of players have basically quit at this point. I mean, I don't blame them. Have essentially stopped asking and stopped wondering what's going on. They're just, the Discord's pretty much dead at this point. So pretty much the long story short is there is literally nothing happening. Nobody freaking knows what's happening with the game. I don't know what's happening with the game anymore. I've periodically checked the online forums for the Chinese version just in case to kind of see what's going on. I have seen some players actually go over to the Chinese version to the forums and stuff to speak with the developers to see what's going on, if they've abandoned the server or whatever, but nothing has come out of it. There's been a lot of online articles now that are saying, well, is the game abandoned? What's going on? But again, no information whatsoever. So given that now it's been 5 months, the other versions, like I said, the Malaysian version and the international version, have now almost completed their 3.0 patch line, and they should be going over to 4.0 relatively soon. I think it's safe to say that the game is just like abandonware at this point. As somebody that has been an active player for this game, as somebody who has been an active content creator for this game, and as somebody who has actually loved this game and has helped with this game one way or another, I'm pretty sure this game is abandoned. And that aside, it was no secret that, you know, we had a volunteer QA team that would kind of help with some of the QA stuff, you know, from translations to making sure things work. I was part of that. I can tell you from the back end, at least on my perspective, since December, there's literally been no update or conversation whatsoever about QA for the game whatsoever, at least on our end. I don't know if there's actually QA happening with the game, but I don't think so. I don't think that's even breaking NDA. I mean, I think everybody pretty much knew that I was helping with the QA stuff. There's literally no movement in this game. It's like there's no live ops right now. So if you are coming to this video wondering what's happening, I'm pretty sure it's just abandoned. I would give you the advice of just playing the game just to enjoy it and to kind of, you know, check the adventure and stuff like that. But were I you, when you're going into the game brand new, I would not spend any money on it, and I would not expect any update further than what is already available. So that's my advice to you. This kind of sucks, but if anybody wants to talk about it in the comments below, we'll talk about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and click that adorable fucking bell to know when I upload a brand new video. And don't forget to come join my Discord if you want to chat and hang out. Much love, and as always, till next time, friends.